Hello students, welcome to chemistry online classes. Tungal PU College Jamkhandi. Today's topic is Hess law. Thermodynamics lesson is going on. Lecture number 8. Hess law is our today's topic. So student, remember that in PU exams every year on Hess law one problem will be asked for 5 marks. Okay, like in some basic concepts. First lesson. Empirical formula, molecular formula 5 marks question will be asked. Like that Hess law 5 marks question will be asked. Problem solving. So Hess law topic, only one topic I am going to take in this video. So many things you should be knowing for solving that problems. In that problem you have to write the equations, generally equations for formation and combustion. So you should be very perfect in writing the equations. So we will first do the practice of that and then we will start solving the problems. So first students understand what is this Hess law. Okay, very simple terms I can say that Hess law is enthalpy change. Of course, we have seen all enthalpy changes during all various type of reactions. That topic is over and now we have started with Hess law. It states that enthalpy change that occurs in any chemical reaction is always constant. Enthalpy change that occurs in any chemical reaction is always constant and it is independent. It is independent on what? It is independent of two important things. First, how much time is required for taking out that reaction, and it is independent of how many steps are involved while carrying out that reaction. Whatever may be the time required, how many may be the steps there, but enthalpy change always remains constant. Okay, so what is Hess law? 3 important points. Enthalpy change that occurs in a chemical reaction is always constant, and constant though time required is more or less, means it is independent of time required. Second, it is independent of how many steps are required to reach to the products. Okay, whether it is 1-step reaction, 2-step reaction, 3-step reaction, whatever. Number of steps doesn't mind. Okay, it is independent of time taken and it is independent of number of steps required. Okay, so let us write Hess law. Understand the Hess law. Enthalpy change that occurs during a chemical reaction is always constant and it is independent of what starts. First thing, it is independent of time taken and number of steps involved. Okay, things understand students properly. Okay, enthalpy change for chemical reaction always remains constant and it is independent of time taken and number of steps involved. So important most point is it is always constant. What is constant? Enthalpy change. Okay, to make this point clear to you, I will show you one example. Take A is getting converted to D. Okay, 1-step process is there. How many steps are there? 1-step reaction is there. Okay, only in 1 step A reactant got converted to D product. During this reaction, delta H of reaction. Okay, some value is there, delta HR. This is enthalpy change during this chemical reaction. Okay. Now, if same reaction takes place, for example, see now, A first gets converted to B, then B gets converted to C, then C gets converted to D. Finally, what students see here? Finally, A got converted to D only. Same reaction. But it took place in one step. Now it is happening in 3 steps. A is first getting converted to B, then B to C, then C to D. Like this, same reaction, but now it took place in 3 steps. Now it took place in 3 steps. Then delta HC now. For first step, delta H value we can write H1. For second step, we can write H2. And for third step, we can write H3. Understanding? So we can say that delta RH enthalpy change delta for a reaction, R means reaction, is sum of all this. All this together, and this value will be same only, constant. Are you understanding what I told? Though reaction is taking place in one step or reaction is taking place in 3 steps, finally delta H value, enthalpy change value, remains constant. What value we have got here? Delta H value, it's equal to all this together. Okay. So finally the thing understood, enthalpy change always remains constant whether step is one step reaction or reaction is carried out in 3 steps. So it is independent of how many steps that reaction is taking place. Of course, you can understand that to take place the reaction in one step, time required will be little less as compared to the time required for carrying out reaction in 3 steps. So it is of course independent of how much time is required to complete the reaction. Okay, time required maybe whatever, number of steps will be whatever, but enthalpy change always remains constant. Okay, so that constant I have shown. If you will add all these values, you will get the same value. Okay, let us take a real example to understand this. For example, see here, always I am taking same example because at least one example you should be knowing. So here I am writing graphite carbon plus O2 gives CO2 gas. Okay, this reaction many a times I have written. For this reaction, delta H value is minus 393.5 kilojoules per mole. Delta H value minus 393.5 kilojoules. Okay. Now here reaction has taken place in one step. Delta H value I have written. Now same reaction I will show you. If same reaction takes place in 2 steps, just observe now. What is product? Carbon dioxide. Now same reaction I will start. Carbon first it combines with half oxygen, forms carbon monoxide. Okay, half oxygen, carbon monoxide. Imagine that delta H1 value for this. Delta H1 value is minus 110.5. Now carbon monoxide is formed, that I will take here, carbon monoxide gas. Again it combines with half oxygen. What product will form, students? Carbon monoxide plus half oxygen. Of course product form will be carbon dioxide gas. Okay. So students, you can observe very well that here also carbon has finally got converted to carbon dioxide. Same reaction, carbon got converted to carbon dioxide, but upside it took place in one step, and here one step is there, and downside I can tell you that same reaction took place, but number of steps are 2. Okay. Now delta H value I will write. Delta H value is minus 283. Okay, so you can understand that if you will add these two values, then you will get the same value. So we can conclude that here delta H is equal to delta H1 plus delta H2. If you will add these values, okay, you will get answer minus 110.5 and minus 283. Finally, you will get the answer 393.5. Okay, so you came to know that how many steps are there, 1 or 2 doesn't matter, 3 may be there, number of steps whatever, enthalpy always remains constant. Time required to complete the reaction may be whatever, but enthalpy always remains constant. I hope the law is very clear to you. Let us start solving the problems based on Hess law. Okay, so Hess law, first put a start. Very important topic we are taking today. Actually 5 marks question will be asked, and now students, to start, rather than starting directly solving problems based on Hess law, first I will teach you how to write the equations, because in Hess law problems you have to write the equation. So let us first see how to write the equations. Students, see equations for formation first we'll understand. Let us understand how to write the equations for formation. For example, while solving the problems, they will ask you methane is formed, ethane is formed, ethane is formed, ethanol is formed, water is formed, carbon dioxide is formed. Only in words they will give you. You have to write the equations for that. So let us understand how to write the equations for formation type of reaction, enthalpy of formation. Then for formation, already enthalpy of formation we have seen in detail. The time I have told you that the change in enthalpy that occurs when 1 mole of a substance is formed. So which substance they will tell you to form? Ethanol is forming. So you should write the equation for forming of ethanol. Whatever is forming, that should be 1 mole. Take care how to write the equations. Everybody's all equations should be same only. Okay. How you will confirm? Whatever is forming, that should be 1 mole. So maximum equations I will try to write here. Just observe the things properly. Equations for formation. Of course, you know that something forms, any compound forms. Who forms? Compound forms. Compound forms from its elements. So you should know that which elements are there. In formation enthalpy, I have told you that compound whichever forms, that forms from its elements which are in their most stable state of aggregation. Okay. So understand that most stable state of aggregation means carbon exists as C, hydrogen exists as H2, oxygen exists as O2. Okay. For hydrogen don't write H4, H6, H, no. Oxygen don't write O4, whatever. Oxygen always diatomic, hydrogen diatomic, carbon monoatomic. Okay. These are the forms how these elements exist. Now formation equations I will write. First I will write formation of, okay, see students, I will write formation of water. Okay, then I will write formation of carbon dioxide. Students, see whatever is forming, that I will take 1 mole. Okay, then like this many equations we will see. before I write all these equations, students, let us write one by one. For example, now we'll see formation of water. Which are the water liquid I must mention? Water is formed from which are the elements of water? Of course, you know that hydrogen and oxygen. Now, how many I should take? So that balancing, see, it should be 1. So I will take elements as H2. Of course, it is a gas. Plus I should take oxygen. It is also gas. Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. So I wrote its elements. Now balancing. First write only elements. First write down only elements from which that compound is made up of. Then do balancing. Now see balancing. Hydrogens I want 2. It is already 2. I want oxygen only 1. But here is 2. I will make it half. Because I can't change this number. This must be constant. The substance whatever is getting formed, that should be 1 mole. Let us move towards carbon dioxide. It is a gas. Okay. Carbon dioxide is made up of which elements, students? Of course, carbon and oxygen. Okay. Carbon 1, oxygen O2. So here is already the things are balanced. Let us take another example, glucose. Let us imagine that what is forming glucose. What is formula for glucose? C6H12O6, glucose. Okay. So I hope you know this is glucose. Now glucose is made up of which elements? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Cl. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. First write the elements in their most stable aggregation state. Okay, that is these states. Okay, I have written elements. Now balancing. Carbon I want 6. I will write here number 6. Okay, don't write here. Carbon always monoatomic. Monoatomic means one atom. So I should write here. H12 I should make this 6. O6 I should make this 3. Okay. Let us see equation for formation of glucose. Okay. Let us see equation for formation of sucrose. We'll take example, students. Sucrose. Sucrose formula C12H22O11. What is sucrose, students? Sucrose is the sugar which we use in our home. Whatever we eat, that is sucrose. Sugar from sugar cane is called as sucrose. Glucose is used when sports are going on. Instant energy is required. That time glucose is used. Both are sugars only. Okay. So sucrose. Okay, let it be. Elements of sucrose are which? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay. So I will write the elements here. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. I hope you are understanding correctly. Elements I wrote. Let us do balancing now. Carbon 12, hydrogen I will write 11 because here I want 22. Oxygen should be 11, students. Now here see the things properly. Oxygen I want on right side 11, but here is already O2. Now which number I should write? See here 11 by 2 I will write, because 2 will get cancelled and finally I will get 11 oxygens. Make practice of writing the equations. Next, let us see formation of ethanol. C2H5OH. This is ethanol. Elements for ethanol are carbon. For carbon you can write graphite solid also. Hydrogen plus oxygen. Understanding? Its elements are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Let us do balancing. C2 hydrogens. Here 5 plus 1. Total 6 are there. See correctly. Oxygen is only 1. Okay. So it is equation for formation of ethanol. Let us move towards next. We'll see equation for formation of ethane. We'll see. Ethane C2H6. Suffix C, A-N-E, ethane. It is one of the alkane. Alkane formula double plus 2, C2H6. It is made up of carbon plus hydrogen gas. C2, hydrogen I will write 3H2. Correct? Let us move towards next. You should make practice students, then only you will become very perfect. Then ethene will write C2H4. It is called as ethene. Ethene, suffix is E-N-E, means it is alkene. Alkene has formula CnH2n double. So I should write 2 carbon. Okay, elements I will write and I will do balancing. Lastly, I will write ethyne. Ethyne formula, its elements are carbon plus hydrogen, balancing I did. Like this I can write, I told you how to write the equations for formations. Whatever is forming, take care that it should be 1 mole. Then your equation will never go wrong. Okay. If you are writing equation at least one also mistake takes place, then you can't get the proper answer. Okay, so writing balanced chemical equation should be very, very perfect for Hess law. Let us learn how to write the equations for combustion. Equations for combustion. Okay. Generally these two are asked, so I am taking practice of that. Combustion. What you should remember, in combustion equations always you should add oxygen, because combustion means burning and burning needs oxygen. So you must add oxygen, and you must remember that combustion products are carbon dioxide and water. Combustion products are carbon dioxide and water. These things remember. Combustion you must add oxygen to whose combustion is taking place. Products are always carbon dioxide and water. And students, here one more important thing is who is undergoing combustion, that should be 1 mole. Who is getting formed, that was 1 mole. Similarly, who is undergoing combustion, that should also be 1 mole. So again in hint I am writing here 1. Remember this. Okay. So all these are hints for you to understand. Let us start writing the equations for combustion. First I will write for combustion of carbon. Okay, so who is undergoing combustion? Carbon. So carbon I have taken 1 mole. The substance undergoing combustion should be 1 mole. Then equation how can I write? For combustion oxygen is required and product will be what? Either carbon dioxide and water. But here only carbon is present. So carbon get oxidized to carbon dioxide. Next. Understood this? Carbon combines with oxygen and forms carbon dioxide gas. Next, let us see hydrogen. Again I am taking hydrogen as 1. Of course it combines with oxygen and now product will be water. Balancing C students. Now one I should keep here. So if hydrogen is H2, it should remain H2 and it is O, so I should make it half. Okay, who is undergoing combustion, that should be 1. So I cannot write any number here. For O2 I cannot write here 2. If I will write 2, hydrogen becomes 4 and I cannot change this number. Accordingly, you should write the equations. Let us write the combustion of, here we will see combustion of glucose now. Okay, so see now combustion of glucose, then we will see combustion of sucrose, combustion of ethanol, ethane, ethene and ethine. Okay, these many combustion equations I will write, students. Go on understanding. Don't make practice of writing the equation and then we'll start the problems. Whoever is undergoing combustion, always I am taking 1. Then I will add oxygen to this. Okay. Glucose, sucrose are solids. Okay. Ethanol is liquid. Okay, ethane, ethene, ethine, all these are gases. They are undergoing combustion, so I am writing okay. Let us write the products. Products are compulsory carbon dioxide and water. Now students, see here how I am writing the equations. Carbon dioxide plus water. Balancing students. See the balancing now. This is compulsory 1 mole because it is undergoing combustion. Glucose C6H12O6. Carbon 6. Carbon dioxide H12. So water I will write 6. This understand properly. H12. So I wrote 6. So 6 2s are 12. Now see students, oxygens balance properly. How many oxygens here? 12 plus 6, 18 oxygens are there. Right side balancing is over. Here oxygens are 18 oxygens. Out of that 6 is already here. So I should write number 6 here so that this becomes 12 plus 6, 18. Like this balance the oxygen at the end for combustion reaction. Next, for sucrose. Of course, products are carbon dioxide plus water. See balancing how I am doing. C12, H22 students. Hydrogens are 22. Okay, 11 2s are 22. Oxygen balancing, see. Oxygens here how many 12 2s are? 24 plus 11. Total 35 oxygens are there. 24 plus 11, 35 oxygens are there. Out of that, see here already 11 are here. Okay, so I should write here only 12 oxygens. Okay, 12 oxygens. Let us move towards next, ethanol. Okay, C2. Hydrogen C, 5 plus 1, 6. Oxygen C, 4 plus 3, 7 are there. 7, so already here 1 is there. So I will write here 3. Okay. Total oxygen 6 plus 1, 7. There are also 7. Next, ethane. Carbons 2, hydrogen 6. Okay, 2, hydrogen 6, oxygens count 4 plus 3, 7. Now I will write which number here, students, guess. Carbons I balanced, hydrogen I balanced. Okay, here oxygen became 4 plus 3, 7. So what number I should write here? 7 by 2. So that 2 gets cancelled, it becomes 7. Let us move towards next. Okay, C2H4. C2H4. Now oxygens count. 4 plus 2, 6. Okay. Accordingly, oxygen balance at the end in the combustion type of reactions. Let us move towards last. Carbon dioxide. C2H2, CsC2H2. C2, so I wrote here, H2 is already there. Oxygens balance 4 plus 1, 5. Here see, 4 plus 1, 5. So I must write here 5 by 2. Okay, like this, all equation writing is over. Make practice of this. Okay, understand this, then only Hess law problems start. Okay, make practice of writing all equations. Let us move towards how to write Hess law problems. Take screenshot of this. So student, problem is written here. What is given in this problem? Let us see. Read the problem. The combustion of 1 mole of benzene takes place. Okay, one thing understand student, that this is the only problem given in NCERT textbook, and that's why I put a star for this. Many times this only, without changing even numbers, question will be asked, but many times they will change the numbers also. So let us see the things. The combustion of 1 mole of benzene, though it is the only problem given, we'll make practice by taking still 3-4 extra problems. First, understand the salt example from the NCERT textbook. What is given in the problem? The combustion of 1 mole of benzene. Benzene is undergoing combustion. So you should write the equation for combustion of benzene. Which equation you should write, that you will come to know when you will read the problem properly. Okay. So the combustion of 1 mole of benzene takes place at 298 Kelvin and 1 atmosphere. Whatever, we don't mind that. After combustion, carbon dioxide and water are produced. That already we know. You know that when combustion takes place, always products are carbon dioxide and water. And 3267 kilojoules of heat is liberated. When combustion of benzene is taking place, this much big amount of heat is liberated. So this information is given. I read from now only up to this. So based on that, what things are given? First I will go on writing the things, friends. So what is going on? Combustion of 1 mole of benzene. Things are very clear. Who is undergoing combustion? Benzene. How much benzene? 1 mole of benzene. So what will be, okay, benzene equation we have not practiced. Let us write that equation for benzene. So I will write benzene C6H6 is undergoing, how much benzene? 1 mole of benzene is undergoing combustion. Combustion requires oxygen. And it gives carbon dioxide plus water. Okay. Okay, so let's see the things now. Combustion of benzene taking place. Benzene undergoing combustion, equation I wrote here. Balancing C6, hydrogen 6. It is balanced. Oxygen C now 12 plus 3 15. So here I should write number 15 by 2. 2 got cancelled. 15 oxygens will be there on left side. During this, what has happened? It is given that this much big amount of heat is liberated. So I will write down delta H value for this reaction, combustion reaction, is 3267 kilojoule per mole. Of course, kilojoule per mole. Now students, here see heat is liberated given. When heat is liberated, evolved, which type of reaction? Then you will come to know that heat is evolved means reaction is exothermic, and always for exothermic reaction delta H should have negative sign. So I am highlighting the thing here, students. Okay. Though they have not given minus sign, you should understand that liberated means heat is given out, exothermic reaction, put minus sign. Okay. Next thing what is given here. Calculate the standard enthalpy of formation of benzene. We have to calculate standard enthalpy of formation of benzene. Okay. What else extra things are given? Standard enthalpies of formation of carbon dioxide water are, these values are given. Means they have given you values for two more equations now. Which are that equations? Standard enthalpies of formation. So something is forming. So whatever is forming, that should be of 1 mole. Okay. What is forming? Carbon dioxide and water. Standard enthalpies for formation of carbon dioxide and water are given. So I will write carbon, I can write graphite or solid, plus oxygen. Okay, formation. Next, water is formed from its elements. Okay, H2O. Okay, during this delta H values of formation are given. So students, they have told these values respectively. Respectively means consecutively values take. Carbon dioxide first value, water second value take. So we have written the equations whose values are given to us. See students, how to solve the problem. 5 marks, you are supposed, only your answer is not important. You are supposed to write all the equations and all the procedure. Okay, for 5 marks, write all the equations properly. So 3 values are given for combustion of benzene and for formation of carbon dioxide and water. That all values we have written. Now students will write down what we have to find out. Then they have asked you what is, calculate the standard enthalpy for formation of benzene. So we have to write equation for formation of benzene. Benzene is forming. So benzene I am writing on right side. Benzene is getting formed. So benzene is formed from which carbon? Okay, formation of benzene. Equation see properly. Okay, its value we have to find out. What is value for formation of benzene? Okay, then how to find out value? How to write the things understood? Whatever given things, write down first. Along with equation, front values write down. Next, which value you have to find out, that write down at the bottom. Okay, so we have to find out for formation of benzene. Equation I have written here. This value we have to find out. Then how to go for the next step, students. Now, this equation's value we have to find out. See to that equation from starting. See the things correctly. Equation starts here. What is there? 6 carbons are there. Means on left side or on reactant side, I want 6 carbons. See the reactants now. I am checking reactants. So see reactant side of above equations. I want 6 carbon. But is there carbon? Yes, carbon is there. But I want 6 carbon. How many carbons are there? Only 1 is there. So this equation I will multiply by 6. This is what is checked in your final exam. Second equation you should multiply by 6 because I want 6 carbon. Multiply second equation. Complete equation should be multiplied by 6. If equation is multiplied by 6, then its delta H value is also multiplied by 6. Okay. Next. 6 carbon. After that I want hydrogen. How many? 3 hydrogen. Left side I am checking, so left side only check. Are there hydrogens? Yes. Hydrogens are there. I want 3, so I will multiply this equation by 3. Complete equation will be multiplied by 3 along with delta H value. Next, move towards benzene. Benzene is on product side, right side. Check it on right side. Is there benzene? No, benzene is not there. What to do? We want benzene on product side, but it is not present upside. Then, where is it? We can find benzene on left side of first equation, but we want it on product side. So what we will do? We will reverse what I am writing, see correctly. We will reverse the first equation. Reversing means what? Product come on reactant side, reactants goes on product side. This is called as a reversing of a chemical reaction. We will reverse it because we want benzene on product side. Whenever you are reversing the chemical equation, its value also gets reversed. Means what? Its value will change its sign. I will stop here for a while to tell you this one law. Students, somewhere write down this law. What is the law? See here, I am writing one law. It is Lavoisier and Laplace law. This problem of course will solve. Let us take one small gap and understand this law. What is Lavoisier and Laplace law? The law states that whenever any chemical reaction is reversed, then its delta H value will change its sign. Okay, change its sign means it is minus, it will become plus. When we'll reverse the equation. Reversing the equation means what? Product reactant, reactant becomes product. So the law write down somewhere. What is Lavoisier and Laplace law? When any chemical equation is reversed here, then its delta H value changes the sign. In simple terms, I have told you this. When any chemical equation is reversed, then its delta H value changes the sign. Write down the Lavoisier-Laplace law which we are going to apply here. Okay, write down the law. Okay. So let us now next steps. Whatever changes are told there, that we have to do changes now. Students, quickly go on telling me the things once again. These equations we should write once again, doing the changes. First equation, reverse. Reverse means what I should do, see. Okay, gives plus. Okay, I reverse the equation and delta H value I am writing, students, here. Plus 3267. Of course, all values are kilojoule per mole. I changed the sign according to Lavoisier and Laplace law. Next, I should multiply by 6. I multiply by 6 to the complete equation, and of course delta H value also I will multiply by 6. Next, last equation I will multiply by 3. it becomes, after multiplying 3 by 2, okay. So whatever changes we have written here, all that changes we did and we wrote the equations, students. Okay. See the things now. After writing all these equations once again by doing the changes, now next step is we have to all the reactants and we have to add all the products. But before adding, do one thing, students, common things cancel out. Common things cancel out. So how to cancel this? Reactant get cancelled for the product. One reactant and one product you should cancel, not reactant. Reactants are added. Products are added. Reactant and products are cancelled. Okay. So what things are getting cancelled? See and tell me. Okay. So I found that 3 waters got cancelled. Then even I can see that carbon dioxide got cancelled. Okay. Anything else got cancelled, students? See. Okay. These many things I found. These are getting cancelled. Now one more thing is there. Oxygen. Oxygen is 15 by 2 on right side. Here it is 6 plus 3 by 2 oxygen. So student, let us do calculation of 6 plus 3 by 2. How much it comes? Okay, if you will add this also comes 15 by 2. Is it? 12 plus 3, 15 by 2. So 6 by 2. All these oxygens, 6 plus 3 by 2. Answer is total 15 by 2 and that many oxygens are there on right side. So all together I will cancel the things. So now after cancelling common things, what is left? That all things write down. So products now everything I will write. Reactant side, what is left to? Okay, I found that 6 carbons are left. Plus 3 H2 gas is left. Nothing else. Everything else got cancelled. Here what is left? Benzene alone is left. Okay. So student, here one hint I will tell you that how you will get confirmation that 5 marks question it is that you are correct only, because so many questions you have to write, you have to multiply and somewhere you may go wrong. You may go wrong. That's why if your this equation will be exactly similar to whatever equation we wrote for downside here, that will be same, then you are 100% correct. If that doesn't match, then you should understand that you have done mistake somewhere. Okay. So to tally the things, this equation and these equations should be exactly same and we got the same things. So let us find out the answer for delta H of formation of benzene. Do that changes in the values and just you will get the answer. So what I am doing, see here students, I will just add the things. I have to find out for benzene is equal to Cl3267 minus, okay, make use of calculator. Six multiplied by this, I got answer 2361 minus, here again minus, I got answer 48.51 kilojoule per mole. Okay, I will highlight the things here, and this is what answer you should get. Okay, this is the answer for formation of benzene. Okay, I hope students you will also do practice on yourself, solve the problem. And students, let us take one more problem. Students, see here and calculate what is given. See, enthalpies of combustion of carbon, hydrogen and sucrose are, these three values are given respectively. Means here given are enthalpies of combustion equations we have to write. Combustion of who is there? Carbon. I should take carbon 1 mole. Next, hydrogen. Okay. Next, sucrose. So let's see the equations now. Enthalpy of combustion of carbon. Carbon is undergoing combustion, C plus O2, CO2. Hydrogen. See the things properly. Who is undergoing combustion? That I have taken 1 mole always. Okay. What is the product? Sucrose. Okay, C12, H22, O here 11 given. These are 12 I should write here. Okay. These are equations for combustion of these three. Values are given, students. Here I am writing values. Delta H value given. Respectively values are given. Kilojoule per mole. Just 1 second. Okay. We have to write once again equations there. Minus 285.8 Okay, all these equations are written on the board. Now student, what we have to find out, that we should write. Okay, what is asked is that enthalpies of combustion are given, that all values we wrote as it is. Don't do any mistake while writing down the values. You can see that all combustion values are negative. Exothermic type of reactions will be there. Calculate the enthalpy of formation of sucrose. So we should find out enthalpy for formation of sucrose. Water is forming, that is 1 mole. So formation equation I will write. Sucrose is made up of carbon plus hydrogen plus oxygen. Okay. Now students, C12, O11. Okay. Like this I can write the equation, and we have to find out for this how much is enthalpy of formation of sucrose. When sucrose is forming, that time enthalpy changes we have to find out. Now student, what changes we should do? Let us see the changes. I hope equation writing you have understood very well. If your mistake is happening, again make practice of writing the equation for formation combustion. Once you become imperfect in that, then only start solving the problem. Okay, so see the things from here we should start. Whose value we have to find out? Start from its reactant. 12 carbon I want. Left hand side reactant, check on left hand side only. I can see here carbon. So first equation I should multiply by 12. So I am writing this equation should be multiplied by 12. First equation. Next I want 11 hydrogen. So second equation I should multiply by 11. I can see hydrogen here. Then oxygen don't see because oxygen is everywhere present. Okay, leave that. Carbon, hydrogen. So first equation, second equation changes. I understood. Right side I saw that I want sucrose on right side. But there is no sucrose on right side. But I can find sucrose on left side of third equation. So what shall I do, students? So third equation I must reverse. Student, this should be highlighted very correctly because based on looking towards this in exam we will allot the marks. Okay. So you understood we want sucrose on right side but it is on left side. So we will reverse this equation to bring this sucrose on product side. So these are the changes we need to do and to get the exact value. See students, when you are multiplying this equation by 12, this value also should be multiplied by 12. When you are multiplying by 11, value also multiply by 11. When you are reversing the equation, that time change the sign of delta H value. Okay. Now I will do all these changes and write these equations once again. Let us see. Just see now, whatever changes here I told that I did and I wrote the equations again. Once again, I multiplied first equation by 12, multiplied second equation by 11 and reversed the third equation. Common things cancel out. After rewriting the equations, common things cancel out. Common things were 12 oxygens, 11 waters and 12 carbon dioxide cancelled out. How to cancel out? Reactant gets cancelled with the product. Then remaining things add. When you will add the remaining things, exactly the same equation I am getting. Here I will get confirmation that I am 100% correct. Okay, are you understanding how to tally this problem? If you are getting the same equation here, you should understand that you are 100% correct and you have not done any mistake in writing any equation or in any other thing. Okay, means in doing the changes, everything is correct. Okay, so I got the same equation. Now let us, first value I will multiply by 12, second value I will multiply by 11 and third value I will change its sign. Okay, the necessary changes I have written here and finally I got this answer. Students, don't only write, please solve on yourself. Okay, then one more thing students. This was second problem solved. In first problem, just before this one problem we have solved related to benzene. There one small mistake has happened. Please do correction now only. Benzene should be liquid. By mistake I wrote it gas. Make it liquid. Benzene should be L, liquid. Okay. Next. So for practice I am giving one homework problem. Write down the problem from the board and please solve it in the next video. When I will start the video, that time I will give that answer. The enthalpy of combustion of ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol means ethanol, students. So one problem is given, standard enthalpies of formation of these three are given, formations are given and you have to find out enthalpy of combustion of ethyl alcohol. Okay, so please solve this and I hope tally the things. You will only come to know that answer is correct or not. Very next video I will give the answer for this. Till that, Hess law make perfect, students. See you.